We are now in May. Time is definitely closing in. We've only got half the money we need because the guy upgraded his charge from 7 million to 10 million, but it does have an extra bonus on it. And we're only about, we're 65% approval rating. It's took a big hit recently, but I think I'm going to make some big changes here because I think I need to. I need to make some mad moves. Okay, Ellie, First Lady. More and more people in Washington are saying that the impeachment case against you was gaining enough supporters in Congress. We're even talking about how our fellow party members, supposedly, those of them who didn't want to recognise your victory in the primaries, are ready to stab you in the back at any moment. I hope this is just a rumour, but I remind you that we have a great way to hedge against any mishaps. Remember Noah's offer? He informed me that the price of his services is bigger now because of the whole impeachment thing, but it's still a penny if you take into account that we can not only push forward the amendment, but also prevent impeachment. So actually saying that, we might, even if we don't have a massive approval rating, we still might get it passed through because we're going to pay that guy. But is there an alternative? Can I pay somebody else a lesser fee? I don't think I've got any options at the minute. Perry Heiser, head of Free Riders Association. Sir, our planet's bravest keep doing daredevil acts in the name of their national leaders. Just in recent memory, the acrobat Dan Avera walked a tightrope over a volcanic crater to bring the Nicaraguan president into the limelight. The athlete Medvedev Northstate responded by hanging from the gymnast rings for half an hour while naked. What a legend. And what about the runner Zhao Jia, who travelled the length of the Great Wall in all fours? They're no less deserving of people risking their lives for the sake of raising your profile. Alas, us big mountain skiers aren't too well off. Dreams about slopes are all we have most of the time. Would you mind making a small donation to our association to make the entire world know what a cool prez you are? 50 grand. Thing is, that could this backfire? I know what it is, I'm tempted to... I need to raise 50 grand. Go on then, I'm feeling generous. Stephen Chu, Director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Sir, our intelligence claims that forced labour camps are generating about 3% of Chinese GDP. All while our own thieves, murderers and rapists are slacking off in the slammers, wasting the taxpayers' hard-earned coin. Here I've got plans for establishing an experimental camp for re-education through labour, and we're now only waiting for your go-ahead to put shovels into the ground. Doesn't this sound good? Mate, it does sound good, but you've got to think of everything that's going to happen. One, I don't think people are going to like that approval rating, although they should. But secondly, it's going to affect, somewhere along the line, it's going to affect jobs, because this is essentially added free labour. So whatever they're doing, digging, it's putting somebody else out of a job. So I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's wise. Francine Lawty, coordinator for the Centre of our Counter of Disinformation. Mr. President, my department has been sifting through each and every comment online to sniff out cyber terrorists. Here's a peculiar thing we noticed recently. There's been a 700% spike in the number of comments to pieces featuring Mr. Faced. Most of those picked his tremendous girth or wild drinking habits. Upon analysing the traffic, we concluded those are by Russian trolls. Honestly, no idea what their endgame here is. Mind if we spill the beans to the media, mentioning it was you who initiated the probe into this? Yes is a good idea. No, because I want Mr. Face slandered, but at the same time, Faced's out. Nobody gives a fuck about him. He's yesterday's news. Okay, let's take the credit for this. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Jerry Lander, here we go. Boss, you ignored my wishes and didn't appoint me chief of staff. Because of that, I'm not willing to continue working with you unless you give me double my salary. Wouldn't you agree? Fuck off, mate. We planned this. I've already planned this. I didn't pay this guy last month because he gave me an ultimatum. Make him chief or he leaves. See ya, bro. Goodbye. Alright, Mr. President, have a nice day. I hope your administration continues to run like clockwork without me. After all, I like you and I'm an American. I've just killed two birds with one stone because now I'm saving money. I'm not having this prick around. And I used him last episode. He was worn out. Perry Heiser, head of the Free Riders Association. Sir, remember the talk about doing big freestyle stunt in your honour? I regret to inform you that Bronze Rubens, our top skier, perished in the event. He fell into a spruce trap head first and died on the spot. Most of your donation will be used to arrange his funeral. God rest his soul. Well, that's 50 grand down the fucking drain. Coordinator of the Centre to Counter Disinformation. Mr. President, standing up for your former rival instead of letting him have it from the entire internet was truly a masterstroke. Championing for each and every American is your style. That's what Sans wrote on the matter. Excellent. Okay, 66%. Darling, I strongly recommend you appoint people for every position. Oh, that's right, because that guy's just left. Yeah, I know. Right, we need to do that straight away. Submarine down. Order Chambers. Mr. President, she's the CIA director. This morning at 9:35, the Connecticut submarine halted all communications. Operational radar reconnaissance reports that sonic signature of a vessel laying down in the seabed. This is off the Gulf Coast, in the territorial waters of the Republic of Cuba. The Connecticut was taking part in a secret special operation, not in coordination with Cuban authorities. They remain unaware of the boat's location near the Cayman Islands. What exactly happened to the vessel will soon be established by our analysts. It's most likely a sign of enemy aggregation or sabotage from a crew member. We are operating under the belief that the crew is still alive, but the first 2 hours will be critical in bringing them home safely. What are we going to do about our men? We'll save our people at any cost. I'm glad that our country is led by a man who cares about the lives of ordinary sailors. The Poseidon 4 rescue vessel has arrived in the extraction area and evacuation has begun. Unfortunately, half of the crew died after the explosion in the torpedo compartment. We managed to save the other half. The Cuban Coast Guard appeared on the scene. Our diplomats are currently in talks. So far, it looks like we're heading for another open conflict with the Cuban authorities. I'll light them up. Fuck them. Of course. Well, okay. After what happened in the Cayman Islands, one question hangs heavily in the air. Could the president and his administration have done more to prevent this tragedy? I expected that. But at least we haven't technically lost. We're still on a net plus. Because we were like, well, we're net zero. Because that's where we started. Okay, fair enough. Lads, it's hard this game, like. Clint, it's a shame I'm not currently running your administration, Mr. President, but I understand that you know better than I do, which people should fill the positions. I don't take it personally, and I'm eager to continue our partnership. Mate, a position in our mission has become vacant. Do you want to appoint someone? Yes, this is exactly what I need to do. Okay. So, we need all team members lose 1 stress point. You lose 100,000 at the end of every month. What happens if I put Clint here? You gain 250,000 and you lose 1.4% rating. But if I have Clint there, that gives me that. Does anybody else? I need... Shy spokesperson's good here. All team members lose 1 stress point at the end of every month and you lose 0.4% rating at the end of every month. That's not that bad. So then I could put him in charge, Clint. Which means I want to get me 250 grand, which I need, and you lose 1.4% rating at the end of every month. Okay, so what does Alta do? Alta's good there because you gain 4.5% rating at the end of every month. I think I'm putting Alta here, but I'm not going to appoint her yet. Your rating gains after events are reduced by 1/3. You gain 150,000. Joe's fucking useless. Yeah, we're not... these guys... How do I add this? How do I add people here? Our team member actions increase stress points by 1 more. All members lose... Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll lose ratings, but lose stress points. You know what it is? I think we can manage stress points as long as we don't add to them. But we're going to have to add to them if he's in charge. If she's in charge... Alta has to go there. There's no doubt about it. You lose 100,000. So who would be good in charge? If I had him, if I had her there, he's already in. What does he do? Lose ratings. I need to gain ratings. Oh, she has to go there regardless. She's definitely going there. Lose money there. I might swap these two because if he's there, increase stress points by 1. That's too much. Lose 180,000, but I gain rep. Increase by 2. Fuck. There's nobody really good here apart from Ollie. But that means everybody's going to be stressed to fuck. I could just leave it here. We get no money at the end of every month. Jesus. Clint has to go there. Right. I need that money. That 250,000 is fucking good at covering wages. I can't let go of that. So what's our negatives? Everything costs 1 more stress point. That's fine. But I'm on a net gain on rating. So if we can just put someone neutral in here that doesn't actually have any negatives. We'll still be in a positive of money and we'll gain 3.5% rating. So that means our ratings are going to be massive at the end. I'm going to put T in here. I lose 180,000. So I'm still on a net gain of what? 50, 60. So I've got an 80 grand profit. We'll keep it like this for this month just so we boost our ratings. 4.5 up. 3.5 up. So that's 4, 5, 6. That's 8% rise guaranteed. Oh, 8. 7.1 guaranteed. Okay, well, I'm keeping it like that. Right. That's my choice. Decided. We don't lose any stress points at the end of the turn. And all stress points are increased by 1. But that's okay because I can send people on vacation. That's not too bad. I can manage that. Save the billionaire. Well, I think we need to do this. I think we need to save the billionaire. Oh, Hack the Diplomat is still here. It didn't. Oh, because Hack the Diplomat doesn't have a timer. You can do it anytime you want. Okay, that's good. I was worried that was going to disappear. Because I think we can get some mad shit from this to get us money. Right, he's on none. He's on 1. Look, everybody's pretty relaxed. Where's the statue? Lads, where's the statue gone? It said I had 10 turns to build a statue. I'm interested in Save the Billionaire. Mr. President, I'm turning to you out of desperation. Fu Park, my father, founder of Zambi Corporation and your former business partner, was kidnapped. Reliable sources tell me the Chinese government is behind it. Dad is currently held at their embassy while they're waiting for a good opportunity to haul him off. That blasted interview he gave to Sands, he really shouldn't have called Chinese laws ravens of doddering old commies. Maybe you have someone strong who wouldn't be afraid of the guards and would try breaking into the embassy to get Dad out. Fu Park always pays his debts, and you know better than anyone. It's got to be Alvaro on it. Right, hold on. Alvaro's good for that, I know that. Curb the Congresswoman. Who did I need for this again? Ah. Okay. Right, well, I'm definitely going to save the billionaire because this is going to be money. Right, Alvaro, you're going on that. I've made the decision. You're going there. I don't think we're going to be able to curb the Congresswoman. It's just what's going to happen. But what I might do is I could still hire this guy. This is going to cost me 400 grand and 83 a month. But I could send him. I might do it. But just not yet. 400,000, jeez, man. Boost dimensions. Get rid of restaurants. Why would we want to do that? Mysterious developments. 3 turns. Right, let's hack the diplomats. Mr. President, if you haven't yet tried buffalo wings, they're fat yours. Yeah, we know this. This guy's a legend. Ollie's on this like on it like a car bonnet. Hacking people and using surveillance hardware. He's good at writing software, finding compromising evidence, using surveillance hardware and hacking people. Will's actually better at this. So I'm putting Will on this job. Right, so he's done. Curb the Congresswoman. I'm going to hire this guy. Fuck it, I've done it. A lot of these require strong arm tactics. So we're going to curb this bitch. Watch this. This guy's private investigation, he's just at physical threats. Private investigation. Fuck man, I've done it wrong again. Get rid of restaurants, what's this? Buddy, I've got great news for you. We're going to get commies real good now. The owners of Fat Joe's and Donut Tower chipped in to conduct some research. Now they have a plan to bring the Chinese to their knees. No doubt this is going to be good for America. We didn't start the trade war, but we're sure going to end it. I only need a guy who hates the guts of them. Chinese commies with their hegemonic ambitions, that's it. We've got to develop a bill to curb spreading influence to the Eastern Dragon or whatever ugly lizard thing is called. No, the guy doesn't have to be a lawyer. If he can't stand the Chinese state, that's alone and... Oh, Conrad. This is mad, lads. We are going deep into some fucking... We're just a mafia now. Okay. Curb the Congresswoman. I think Ollie's going to do it. Because although he's... private investigation. Yeah, I mean... Hacking people using surveillance hardware. Right, you're going on that. Mysterious developments. My dear, 4 of the cleaners at the White House are all going on maternity leave. Naturally, we're not going to fire anyone or hassle them about insurance. One thing troubles me. Why is it that they all got pregnant at the same time? I don't know about you, but it seems suspicious to me. I don't have time to look into it, but maybe one of our people can find out what's going on. Find out why the cleaning ladies are almost simultaneously going on maternity leave. Why do we care? Boost dimensions. This seems more important. It only takes one person, right? Sir, the media scene has been recently dominated by stories about forest fires, floods, deadly epidemics and other icky stuff. What's really bad here though is the fact that the word president has been missing from the news more and more often. If mentions of you keep dropping soon, you'll be forgotten like some stale meme. Maybe you know someone with strong communication skills and a knack for spreading rumours. Joe, this is his time to shine. Or her. Was always going to be the best for this. She's like our press. Well, she's the fucking... She's awesome, her. She's really good. Okay. Mysterious developments. So, find out who the cleaning ladies... Why they're going on. I think Joe could be good at this. TN. Behind the scenes negotiations, spreading rumours, persuasion and worldwide connections. Come on then. Each of the women has her own particular story. They're all of different ages and origins, which makes them synchronized maternity look even more suspicious. But make up your own mind. Ada, the youngest, is only 20. She told me she still lives with her mother. Martha is 45, she's divorced and has one son. And Abby is 24, married, but no kids yet. June just turned 35, but she's new and I don't know anything about her. How should we figure out what's really going on? I haven't got a fucking clue. Search the media for rumours of White House sex scandals. Do an informal interview with the cleaner ladies. Offer diplomatic protection to the cleaner ladies if they're caught in a sex ring. Offer the cleaners 10 grand in exchange for the truth about maternity leave. Diplomatic protection to the cleaner ladies if they're caught in a sex ring. They're all different ages and origins, makes their synchronized maternity look even more suspicious. Lives with her mother. Martha's 45, she's divorced and has one son. Abby is 24, married but no kids yet. June just turned 35, but she's new and I don't know anything about her. I think this is the most successful way to get the truth. You sure know how to have fun with the White House, I'll say that for you. Martha revealed that they've been going to costume parties every weekend in Aspen Hill. It seems they do things that I'm embarrassed to even recount. Washington's whole party crowd goes to a weekly affair at Aspen Hill, including our vice president. You motherfucker. Ada and Martha got their invitations from him. Vice president's a fucking wild one. He needs to chill out, like. That's worse than I thought. Large orgies of elite representatives and their staff. I thought that kind of thing only happens in the tabloids. Tony sure knows how to create problems out of thin air. Well, he can spend his free time as he sees fit, but we don't have to sleep in his bed. But his own cleaner ladies aren't enough, so he has to come chase ours around. I must say it sounds like a setup. I found out something. According to the real estate register, the mansion is owned by a company that may belong to Feist. This is what's happening. Motherfuckers, Feist setting this up. What if he's been collecting dirt on the people from our administration? You better have a talk with our local alpha male. He needs to stop going there. What a mug. Hey man, you seem angry. What did I do this time? Tony, I know about the Aspen Hill mansion. Ah, so that's it. I know what you're going to say and I'm sorry. Please, I didn't mean to do anything that would compromise you. Don't be angry. I have 3 more invitations. I figured you and Ellie, you know, family is everything. Do you know that Feist is probably behind these parties? Really? What a piece of work. I hate him, of course, but I'll give the old man his due. He knows how to throw a party. Alright man, I won't be going there again. I give you the word of the vice president. This guy's a fucking moron. Can we not just fire him now? I would fire him straight away. I'd just be like, yeah mate, you're a fucking liability. Honestly, you're not going to seriously believe Tony's promises, are you? We need to put an end to those costume parties once and for all. Cut all the strings that lead back to Tony. Surely there's a hidden video recording of everything that happens in this house. Plus, he's probably left some of his personal belongings and other evidence. We'll need to clean up after him. I suspect that attitude towards security is as lax as contraception. Otherwise, we'd never have found out what was going on. How can we make sure the compromising material on Tony is destroyed? Oh. I'm going to use this guy, go to the Aspen Hill mansion on a diplomatic visit. I presented my ID at the entrance, but the guards told me that I needed special invitation in my name. There was no other way, and even the diplomatic plates on my limousine wouldn't sway them. I don't have an invitation, of course. Perhaps we can try something else. Fuck. Go to the party dressed as an otter. My dear President, I'm sorry for my lack of professionalism, but I couldn't get into the party. The guard just laughed at my mustache and needed an invitation and told me to take a walk. Fucking write an article. That's the best we can do. I've got no other options. I wrote a powerful article about what's going on in the Den of Filth. Didn't mention any names, of course. Many readers liked it. The article's got a lot of comments and shares. What are we going to do about any compromising evidence on the Vice President? We haven't done anything to protect his reputation, and thanks to the publicity we drummed up, a leak has become even more likely. This is a disaster, my dear. I'm getting you correct. Every day, the first thing I do when I wake up is check the newspapers in case something came out about the vice presidents participating in scandalous orgies. All we can do is pray that no one learns about these orgies aside from their participants. That was a fucking shit show, lads, wasn't it? Another sex scandal. Fuck me. You're fucking useless. I'm feeling really out, so fuck off, mate. You're useless. Secretary General of the Girl Scouts Association. Mr. President, our girls outdid themselves this year. The cookies they made would be enough to give everyone in the entire state of Maryland something to dip into their coffee. They are organic, gluten-free and raw vegan options, and even one following an heirloom recipe about the 18th century. Would you care to back the Girl Scout movement? Buying a couple of truckloads? Nope. Chadwick Renshaw, head of the Federal Aviation Administration. Expanding your boundaries is sure to be a good thing, isn't it, sir? Well, I'm not talking about war or anything. Perish the thought of imperialism. As staying kind in our department goes, a country can not only grow wider but taller too. As of now, the vertical boundary of our airspace is set at only 12 miles, while drones with higher ceilings are projected to be adopted by China very soon. Would you sign an order to raise the boundary to say 14 miles? Yes. Sergei Shimyakin, Ambassador of Russia. Mr. President, I know there's been a lot of bad blood between our countries lately. Politics have surely spoiled the lives of many decent people like Dmitry Belotsky, a good friend of mine. Those Mashenka cars and his company makes are a feat of engineering, but the sanctions reduce them to collecting dust in the factory yard. Would you consider granting exemption from the sanctions to his business? Dmitry is a man of honour, and he would be happy to donate a healthy amount to your charity foundation as a goodwill. Yes. We need money. Pizza's here. Vice President. Hey man, some generous member of the public ordered 200 mushroom pizzas for a White House, and we don't even have to pay for them. It's all been taken care of. The delivery guy is standing at the gate waiting for someone to go out and pick up the pizzas. The note on the order says it's a gift of the US President from some eco-activists. That's strange because they're not usually so friendly to us. To be honest, they're not very friendly with anyone. Think they decided to make amends? Not a chance. What should we do? We shouldn't waste too much food. We don't need free food. Let's give it to the homeless. Man, the pizza was sent out to some volunteers who gave it to the homeless. It was too late before they realised the food was poisoned. They found heavy metals in the mushrooms. 2 people have already died and over 100 have been hospitalised. The story is all over the media. They're writing that our programme to combat poverty is a thinly disguised genocide plan. We're in serious trouble. Those bastards who placed the order should be arrested immediately. We should shove the mushrooms down their throats. Fuck this and this. Mate. What? Lads, we're never going to beat this fucking game. Mr. President, it's nothing like that. I'm not saying no to your offer. It's just that before I take another job for you, make sure to boost your approval rating. Fuck, that's right, because we've dropped to below 60. Fucking hell. Lads, everything's went wrong. Everything that could have possibly went wrong, went wrong. Update the anthem. My friend, I don't know about you, but I think our old anthem isn't very inspiring. Even in just the last century, we managed to do lots of important things. Astronauts, computers, memes with hamsters, eating the strawberries. None of this is in the old anthem, and it's mostly just the sun and some bombs. I feel like America is demanding a more modern anthem. A good chorus with upbeat female vocals will definitely make our people happier. Fuck off. All the options that I'm bringing to you have gone through over 1 million edits and approvals, but it's always the final say is yours, man. It's time to turn a new page in history. Which anthem do you think will bring the nation even closer together? States of the Universe. Right, okay. What the fuck? No. I actually like this one. Wow, guitar. I'm choosing this. I'm not reading the lyrics, but I like the sound of it. Bang. Great choice, my man. When I hear that melody, I just want to get married and have some 5 kids. I'm sure a new anthem will have the birth rate skyrocketed and everybody's going to love it. Yeah, they liked it. Francine Lorty, coordinator of the Centre to Counter Disinformation. Sir, an agent codenamed Hazard turned out to be way more of a hazard than we could ever expect. The son of a bitch sold out to the Russians and kept relaying all of our moves regarding the Bahrain military base to them for years. We've already dealt with Hazard properly, so we've got that going for us at least. I would, however, ask you to classify this less than glorious episode in the history of our clandestine operations. Would you sign the order? Yes. Francine Lord, coordinator of the Centre of Counter Disinformation. Great stuff, sir. No one's going to hear a word about this snafu. Hazard will take it to his grave very shortly. Timothy Elliott. Mr. President, a year ago, the hit-making rapper Lil Doc had run into a writer's block. He'd often been seen around the city sporting a foot-long beard, fleeced with cobwebs, and cat hair head to toe, which made his fans despair. Yesterday, however, he announced his return to the industry, all because of the President-elect's acceptance speech he heard on TV. Now Lil Doc wants to sample your address to the nation and use it in his track about fighting depression. Will you mind him mixing excerpts? Yeah, you can do that. The thing is, this is really bad writing. Will you mind him mixing excerpts from your speech into it? I don't mind him doing it, but are we allowing it? This should never be right. It should always say, will you let him? Not mind. Yes. Rudy Wolfowitz. Sir, those pesky Chinese sure have a nerve. And the joint military exercises with the Russians, they have blasted a few missiles off the shore of Kuril Islands. May I suggest a countermeasure? We could practice carpet bombing near our Miswa base in Japan. Just say yes and we'll immediately let them know the eye of democracy is as vigilant as ever. No, we're not doing that. Vikram Murthy. Mr. President, a volcano eruption on a barren island rendered 300,000 people homeless. An Air Force plane is departing there in a few hours to evacuate American tourists. I asked if they could also bring some ration packs or the island's poorest while we're at it. However, your staffers say the plane is only clear to carry arms or personnel, Mr. President. I beg you to intervene and aid the compatriots. If you don't, help me not arrive. Yes, you can do that. Okay, so that's the end of that. We got... Right, wait there. I need to send people on vacation before I go to the next. So Joe needs to go on vacation. Right, let's go. See what kind of shit show this is. Mate, I gotta... Lads, we better have some money coming in. I'm fucking skint. We're nearly... Oh, we're back. Look, we're back up. We're back up. Approval rating's good. 65.9. Fucking money. Jesus. We're looking good on the stress front, although Tien's fucked out. He's going on holiday this month. June. When we've only got to when? August? An extra 350. That's good. So we're back to 4 mil. Mr. President, I'm grateful to you for giving me this chance to get away from DC hustle. I had a great time and not a single soul around, and I'm more enthusiastic about work than ever. Good. Save the billionaire. Oh, good. 600 grand injection. Mr. President, thank you so much for saving my father. I never suspected Alvaro to be the type to disguise as a janitor and get him out through the bathroom window. But one of the principles on Zami Corporation is built on says, inventive minds deserve to get paid. Hope to see you soon one day. Well done, Alvaro. Back the diplomats. Did it work? Sir, didn't I warn you? We'll use the public Wi-Fi to get to the computers of a couple of Argentine Chinese diplomats running away with their browser cache and classified emails. This is highly illegal, but I'm not going to rat you out. Instead, I'll donate some dollars so America can become a better place. Also, would you mind joining me for a lunch at Fat Joe's? Good, we've got 300 grand, that's good. I honestly thought we were going to get some nice information. Right, what's going on here? We sent Conrad to get rid of the restaurants. Buddy, this sure is the paper of your political life. Not only restaurant owners, but all of America is going to feel it. Care to celebrate this life-changing bill by grabbing a couple of juicy burgers? I mean, our entrepreneur friends have promised to donate some of their newly secured profits to the good cause, so why not support them? What? I'm not spending 3 mil to do that. I'll postpone that. But I am getting 100 grand a month off them. Fucking well done, Conrad. Curb the congressman. Did this work? I'm not sure this worked. Remember that mouthy congressman? Even with your help, we weren't able to expose her. In her latest ardent speech, Helena predicted that a genocide of minorities would ravage America on your watch. Fuck. I mean, I'm sure nothing like that is going to happen, but some of the latest scrupulous yellow media already were all over these ratings of a mad woman. Bullshit. Boost dimensions. Oh, at least this worked. Yeah, thanks to everyone at Just DC and Left 4 Dead have been chewing over the president's escapades for years. They keep publishing stories of your sexual prowess in college, experience at the helm of a submarine and whatnot. You're back as the biggest media darling. Happy days. Diner Fat Joe's. Mr. President, our last dinner at Fat Joe's was a hoot. Could you maybe send a couple of more experts who know how to hack into computers over Wi-Fi? I'll gladly compensate you for the time by donating Titans. Yes. Will and Ollie. Go on. I don't mind him burning out. Fuck him. Head of the Federal Aviation Administration, sir, thank you so much on behalf of the entire department. Now that the boundary has been raised, we're feeling a lot more confident. Polls say that it bolstered patriotism, not only in the pilots but even in the wider society. You'll be enshrining American history as the president who made our country bigger, if not a better place. 0.2%, it's still a positive. You should have seen the gleaming eyes of those Indian kids opening the boxes. Oh, good. So our rations helped. The President, thank you so much for allowing us to sample your speech. Lil Doc's Gods Do It Too has been topping all the charts for weeks. Happy days. Shiny first back of Mashenka's just made it stateside. What the fuck? Ambassador of Russia. Which I'm grateful to you. What your media got up to in arms over your good report with the Russians in allegedly corrupt ways. I wouldn't lose any sleep over that if I were you. As we say in Russia, good journalists tend to speak to the president with respect, with bad ones tend to end up behind bars. -2. We got 2.3 million in cash injection. Get in. Harry Crushing, chairman of the sports committee. Mr. President, Team US is about to head to the Ice Hockey World Championship in Russia. France and the UK have confirmed they're going, while Canada decided to boycott the thing after a Russian opposition figure had gone missing. Following suit would be a nice move, sure, but we now have a unique chance to claim gold since Canada, who would be our main competition, is out. After much debate, we decided the president should... Shall we send the boys to Russia? Yes. Alexis Dunlop, Director of the Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs. Sir, there's been an election in Guatemala, and the vote count appears suspect. Despite all exit polls pointing at a victory for the opposition, the incumbent ended up raking in 80%. Dissenters were immediately branded enemies of the people. The opposition candidate Lionel Hernando ended up fleeing to Chile with his team in tow. They are now starving for international support. Should we acknowledge Hernando as the president-elect and back the democratic revolution in Guatemala? Lads, I don't know. No, I'm not getting involved in affairs I don't understand. Julian Gillard. Sir, the Russian embassy in Wisconsin Avenue has been abandoned for many years. With its doors and windows boarded up, the place looks spooky and may soon develop a rat problem. Maybe it's time to transfer the premises to someone else. Our executive offices are looking to expand and could use extra square feet. Will you grant the former Russian embassy building to us, sir? Yes. Rufus Vans. Secretary of the State. Mr. President, there's a bit of a situation cooking up where you just don't know if it's hilarious or sad. You won't believe it, but the newly elected administration in Burkina Faso has decided to sanction the US as one of their first actions in office. According to them, we're destabilising force in the region and generally a pain in the arse. They ordered our diplomats out and forbade US citizens from entering the country, and now they're enforcing some absurd trade ban. Let's be frank, there's nothing for us to lose there, but we shouldn't condone some carpetbagger gaining political clout at our expense. Shall we sanction? Yes. Sanction them bitches. So what is this? The sanction list for Burkina Faso includes officials, influential military officers, and the country's foremost SOAP procedures. This should be enough for those smart Alex to realise they better leave America out of their politicking. The media may declare this decision as absurd and ludicrous, blah blah blah, okay? But it could be a positive in the future. 7.2 mil. Lads, 3 mil and we're fucking on it like a car bonnet. The University of Arkville is to be called the Golden Ratio University, or GRU for short. The chief architect promises that the university's look will be surprise and delight to us all. Will America outcompete China in the Martian program and become the first country to send a man to Mars? I don't care. Nobody cares. We could just waste all your money going to Mars for no reason. Antonio Estaba. Wait, are you saying someone's actually taking the whole impeachment thing seriously? It's obviously just some bullshit the establishment cooked up. Darling, gathering was an important step in human revolution, but people moved away from it and adopted a trade in tool making for a reason. Why am I telling you this? Don't hoard blackmail material. Even expired dirt can safely be sold. No one is still paying the same price, and you can never have too much money. So, but I thought we could use that to blackmail people. Maybe we should sell it. Maybe it's the time to do it this like now. So, have you noticed we can't build a statue? Like, it's gone, even though it said we had 12 moves to build it. Oh, create a statue's there. It moved over to that side for a reason. Negotiating position. What's this? Right, we've got 5 days to build up 10 mil. I think we'll do it. What I wanted to check was, I don't have any promises, I've done them. Items, right. The private, so 900,000 of secret agents. When their superiors hear this, I want to hoard all this information until the last day. I need to buy that. Select Miss USA, convince the businessman. Wait, let's just check what we need for this. If you send someone to have a chat with them, successful talks will make a hero of our town in America. Okay. Right, so we don't need strong arm in there. I think create a statue. We're gonna send Alvaro. Oh shit. This is gonna burn Alvaro out. I could send Conrad. Why? Oh, the reason I can't do it is because you need 65% approval rating to do that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Select Miss USA. Ah, I'm tempted to do alter. Journey to Mars. Let's have a look. Mr. President, our astronaut Phil Cohen disappeared without a trace and we can't find him. Then NASA will need a replacement. The eggheads are telling us that in 3 days we'll miss the launch window and the next won't open for another 780 days, which means the first person to set foot on Mars will be Chinese. Their ship Wuzheng 1 launches tomorrow and we can't lose to the Chinese. More than likely the guy realised that he was never going to see Earth again and he went off the rails. Our agents uncovered that he'd been behaving erratically in recent days. Maybe one of your guys knows how to look for missing astronauts. It's definitely Alvaro, but he's going to burn out. Shit, we've got nobody that can actually hunt people down. How long do I have to do this? Not very long. I might have to burn Alvaro out here. Do I care about going to Mars? I'm leaving this one for now. Right, convince the businessman. This is important. I'm on the brink of becoming a mayor of Ghost Town. The man who owns Roosevelt's only factory, Butch Durkin, is about to start outsourcing the production to India. That's cheaper and insurance premiums are easier to swallow. The guy says, well, each of those premiums is a living person with a life and a family, and they add up to 10,000 jobs. Butch somehow found out that we were discussing a tax hike in the town hall, and the old lunatic swore he'd make all of Roosevelt regret that. We tried explaining it'd be nothing more than a hypothetical proposal, but he just won't listen. Old boy's always had a short fuse, and he may yet reconsider, but he won't let any of my staff within a mile of his place. Could you send someone to have a chat with him? Successful talks would make you a hero of our town and of America. Persuasion. Well, I'm going to send Clint. And he's a lawyer, so you might help him with tax breaks and stuff. You sort the businessman out. Select a Miss USA. Jesus. Mr. President, Miss USA 2021 beauty pageant is coming. America's most gorgeous ladies would love it if a representative of the country's most powerful man sat on the jury. We would be grateful if you found us a true connoisseur of beauty. Only I want you to know that the event will be followed by a champagne reception, and that's where scandals and all kinds of unpleasant stuff keep happening year after year. So, could you get us someone reserved, refined and ideally gay? I'm tempted to send Joe, because if there's a lot of scandals, he's a journalist. I think that would be wise. Go on, Joe. Crack on. That might be a mistake. I don't know if this guy's gay or not, but I know he does love a good line of coke, so who gives a fuck? Right, lads, journey to Mars. This is going to be a tricky one. Oh, I've got to send Alvaro. I want to send Alvaro and Conrad. I've done it, lads, I've done it. This is going to be the biggest mistake of my life. Mr. President, we recovered a couple of videos of Phil, and the future hero of America isn't appearing in the best light. First, he snuck into the National Astronauts Museum at night and used Neil Armstrong's helmet as a chamber pot, sir. The second incident happened that same evening on Dakota Bar. There, Phil got into a fight with an adherent of the flat earth theory. Having won the fist fight, the fellow went to the casino. Along the way, he smashed a couple of parked cars, robbed a garden and shop and hardware store, and took several hundred of 5.56mm rounds and stun grenades from an arms store. Why did he want all that for? Thank God he didn't hurt anybody. He lost $100,000 in the casino and then disappeared into a stolen pickup truck. That was 7. No trace of him since. Unsubstantiated rumour is that he was seen en route to Louisiana. The FBI has posted patrols, but we could just be chasing our trails. Mr. President, please help us find the idiot. We know that if there's anyone in this country, it's you. What do I do? Lads, because this is going to wipe me out, this, you know. If this doesn't work, I'm going to his house. I kicked down the door to Phil's house and searched the place thoroughly. It's a dusty bachelor pad with a bunch of diplomas, some baseball trophies and model spaceship. Judging by the photo, our guy fought in Iraq, so he knows how to hold a rifle. Plus, he's a big patriot. I counted 6 American flags in his apartment, and on the wall hangs the text with the new national anthem. Besides a bunch of pictures from my parents' farm, I found a plan of some house and lot crossed out with a marker pen. The window jacks and back door marked in red. There are crosses on his cornfield about the perimeter. Looks like a diagram of some kind of fortifications. This kid scares me. Judging by the writing on the back of his plan, the plan is in Louisiana, the city of Chuck Bay. I'm sure the rumours about Phil heading south are not nonsense. Maybe the FBI suckers will look for him there. Mr. President, the fate of all America depends on people like you. We found Phil. Thank fuck for that. Our astronaut was hiding in a house on his parents' abandoned farm. While we were negotiating, Phil said he changed his mind about flying to Mars. He wants to stay on Earth, breathing the smell of the mowed grass and sheep. He wants us to leave him alone. Perfectly understandable wish, of course, but it would be nice if someone repaid the debt to their homeland. Situation is complicated, and the fact that Phil is armed and it looks like he's inside is some kind of fortification. He's scattered salt pepper mines that he got from the gardener's shop, and he's probably got some surprises for us inside the house too. Sir, please note that Phil is a seasoned military explosive expert. I've warned my people to be careful. We chased the guy into a corner, and now he could harm himself or others. His nerves are at the limit, so who knows what he'll throw at us next, but maybe he'll agree to talk to you. Ah. I'm going to burn this guy out, but I want to sneak through the window and catch Phil off guard. So on my way to the window, I had to cross a cornfield in front of the house. I tried to be as careful as I could, but I still ran to Phil's mines. Fuck! Fuck this. Fuck this, lads. I'm fucking resetting that. I'm not fucking losing at this fucking stage in the game. I'm fucking save scumming that. I'm not fucking having it. Bro, you're supposed to be a fucking professional. How do you get hit with a fucking mine? Hopefully it hadn't saved. If it saved, I didn't care, but fuck it. Not happy. Not fucking happy. This cunt's going to fucking Mars, I'm telling you. Bro, you're going to Mars whether you like it or not. Bro, you're going to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. So this guy's going to burn out anyway, right? Let's do it this time. Let's break into Phil's house and toss the place. I wonder if it's the same. I know this works. Conrad was military with me, wasn't he, or something, maybe? Right, let's do this. Right, get in. This is successful. So maybe we have to just storm the gates. Nah, no matter what you do, you can't do that. Lads, it's impossible. I can't do this. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not doing this. Do you know why I'm not doing this mission? Because I haven't got the fucking resources, man. I'm not doing it. Journey to Mars. I'm not. TN? Yeah. I'll try it one more time. This guy's a diplomat after all, right? Right, motherfucker. Offer Phil a settlement. A lot of experience negotiating with crazy people. 5 years of a happy marriage under my belt after all. I went up to Phil's house and with all the politeness and delicacy I had, asked our Rambo to surrender and do the duty to America. I told him that the president was watching the situation and was very worried about him. Phil responded by demanding to talk to you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you talk to him, it could end well. I'm giving him my phone right now. Okay. Yes, sir. Hello. How are you feeling? I'm okay, sir. Thanks for your concern. I'd be doing even better if the guys in front of my house put down their weapons Tell them if they really want to put a man on Mars, let them fly up there themselves. Phil, America needs you. Every American, including me, needs you. We need you, bro. Sir, but what about what I need? A wife, a house, I want a dog and 3 children. We'll send them over to you on the next ship. Trust me, Phil, if you had a wife, 3 children and a mortgage, you'd be crawling on your knees, begging to be sent to Mars. Sir, I'm not interested in your offer. You want me to die for you on the edge of the universe while you drink champagne and accept all the rewards? Get your assholes off my land. The only way I'm leaving this is in a coffin. Fucking hell, lads. Lads, I'm getting lads. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna save scum this till the end of the fucking universe. I don't give a fuck. I want to see how this ends properly. This cunt's gone to Mars. I'm gonna fucking shoot him in the kneecaps and put the cunt on a rocket. Watch. Just watch. He's gone to Mars. Do you know what it is? He's not. Lads, I can't be fucking arsed. I don't care. I don't care, mate. This cunt can do what he wants. What we do need to actually do is... I want you to rest. I want you to rest. And I want you to rest. Mars can suck a fucking dick. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. There we go. All resting. Special Force. Come on. Space Force, sorry. Let's do this. Mr. President, the enemy front now extends not just across the Earth but also across the sky. The creation of the American Space Force is one of the nation's most urgent priorities. I don't think it is. Our next step should be the Space Force Charter along with its coat of arms and of course the slogan. We prepared 2 options for you. All of them have been approved at the highest levels. The final decision is yours alone. A hawk with fire shooting from its arse. A serpent with gills and wings. I mean, that looks pretty nifty. A daring plan to claim space and take command of the solar system. Implementation will require lobbyists from the private space corporations. Funding such a program will cost you $500,000. Nope. Helping companies to obtain contracts for maintaining spaceports and the space launch infrastructure could bring in up to 1.5 million profit. However, a risk of 3% rating drop if you get caught up in a corruption scandal. I like the sound of that. Alien in orbit. The campaign should raise the president's approval rating by 3%. Only a few minor symbolic adjustments would be required, so rebranding the Space Force would cost only $100,000. I'm going for the Space Hawk. It looks the best. I'm willing to risk the 3% loss. I want the money. Bang. Mr. President, everything turned out according to plan. Helping companies gain contracts brought both you and me a small percentage. There's always rumours of corruption in the space industry, and it may have hurt your reputation a little, but I'm sure the first spaceships lift off the ground. Our accusers will be eating their words. Yep, I'm happy with that. What? Oh yeah, 3%, that's right. The president has hoped to earn points for himself with the creation of the new Space Force, but instead he bought himself another corruption scandal. This time, experts note that the root of the corruption may link back to someone within the president's inner circle. But we're balling, son. Nearly 9 mil. The National Security Agency specialist, sir, neural networks have once been a government-supported project, but now they've become a major pain in the arse. Even a college dropout can make a deepfake with a politician's face and make the abomination sing, dance, or worse. How about that scandal with Sen Woods pictured performing a racist rap song? The guy ain't getting hard-earned reputation back anytime soon. At one point, people just won't be able to find their way around the sea of genuine videos mixed in with all the crap alerted by those cretins. We must stop this epidemic. Would you sign an order to criminalise the creation of deepfakes involving political figures? Yes, I would do that. Wolf Hyde, Head of Security Service. Sir, remember that loony bin corncob shaman character? We've recently busted a gang of his lackeys. who were preparing a ritual to exorcise you in the Sunnyside Hotel. Yes, just a couple hundred metres from the White House. My boys have enough on their plate, the way the things are, and the fact that anyone up to no good is allowed to set up shop just outside your window ain't making our job any easier. For the sake of your security, maybe you should ban renting out property located within a mile of the White House. No, can't do that. Mr. President, you're like a second dad to every member of our club. That's why we decided to throw a charity party in your honour on the coming Father's Day. Betty Berry and Diamond Gold performing and a $1,500 entry fee. That's going to be just the right thing for anyone who likes the excuse to booze up but could do without congratulating their own pop. The tentative title of the party is Father of the Nation, The Rise. Well, I agree this could backfire. Some may think you're getting too full of yourself. Still, I'm sure this is going to turn out as profitable as it is patriotic. Will you greenlight the party, Mr. President? Extra money. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Yet the author of a new anthem is in trouble. Some bastard beat her up right at the door of his own house. The perpetrator wrote on her forehead with a marker, "Rainbow for you and me." It's just horrible. What kind of monster would brutalise our songwriter? Now Sophia Hill has a severe head injury. She really needs proper help. Her medical bills are 25 grand. Her insurance won't cover it, and royalties on the anthem aren't nearly enough. My dear, can we help a good person? Yes, we can. So wait there. 25,000 or 250,000? What is it? What is it? Actually, you know what it is? I don't know. It smells like a setup. Although the attack was in no way the fault of the president, he nevertheless failed to cover the medical cost. Although he easily could have. Are we to guess why? We already know the answer. The honeymoon's... That's right. This fucking game, right? You can't have fucking spelling and typing errors in a situation like that. Is it 25 grand or is it 250,000? Like, come on, bruh. I'm gonna do this again, man. Right, that's it. I didn't give it now. Is the game's actually pissing us off now with this fucking bullshit. Yeah, man. Choose that fuck. Right, come on. Blah, 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 blah. Aye, whatever. I didn't give a fuck, man. Come on. Come on. How much? Can't ignore your gentler moments. The victim needed all the necessary care and Sophia Hill is gradually recovering. Afterwards she plans to record an album based on her experience. I'm so proud of you, dear. How much was it actually? So it was only 25,000. Well, of course I was going to pay 25,000. Not 250,000 though. Okay, there we go. So that's turned out alright. Though the attack was in no way the fire. Yes, we're good. Promptly and competently. Happy days. Inclusive White House. My dear President, a clerk named Mia was recently fired from the executive office. She was sent packing for her failure to complete the budget for the reconstruction of the White House facade. Unfortunately, that's not the end of the story. Mia told the media she was fired because of her disability. It turns out she's a wheelchair user. The person who fired her didn't think anything of it. Well, no, you shouldn't. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking wheelchair user. If you're shit at your job, you're shit at your fucking job. The media is up in arms, and the trade uniforms have already weighed in. But this is just a stupid misunderstanding. In our White House, we give everyone all the support they need. How can we put an end to this headache? The White House isn't properly adapted for people with disabilities. We need to install ramps and signs, and I think that's a good option. We should admit our mistake. We'll lay off some employees and hire some with the disabilities to take their place. We'll just reveal the true reason of the dismissal. Truth beats lies. I'm going to say this one. We need to install ramps and signs with Braille. That's the right answer. I'm sure you act with the best of intentions, but as soon as construction began, we ran into more problems. The offended clerk handed over estimates for the last construction project to the media. They saw a number with 6 zeros and went into shock. Now the media is saying that after one multi-million-dollar White House renovation, we've already started another one just to save face. Well, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck's sake, lads. I honestly, I like how there's not like a fucking black and white thing with the game, but at the same time, it's fucking bullshit, innit? Yeah, whatever, bruh. Right, there we go. So that's the end of this month, and we should have some good money coming in next month, and a lot of our people are going to be rested. The good thing is we're at 59% approval rating, but we are going to gain more approval rating because of... Well, wait there, what about documents here? Where's my documents? This. United States has all but given up on Chinese consumer goods. Chinese technology will have been won the trade war. Why? According to research by the independent think tank Science, the reason is, so let's have a look. Average American eats 100 pounds of Chinese noodles a year. People who eat Chinese fast food are more often than American are more susceptible to disease, such as mumps, gout, and syndrome. Because of China's unfair pricing policies, the American restaurant business is missing out on that much a year. According to our calculations, if we increase the tax on Chinese restaurants by 50% and impose 30% duties on instant noodles, China's dominance in this sector of the American economy will come to an end. Analysts say that the passage of these measures in the coming months will not only support the American restaurant business in hard times, but also cause a surge in patriotic sentiment. We expect federal tax revenues to increase. I'm going to sign it and get a quick 1.3% thing. When we sign these measures to support local restaurant businesses, we'll be dealing a blow to the Chinese dragon. It will take a long time to recover if it ever does. Will you sign it? No, not yet. I'm actually going to leave it. Fuck it. Right. Lads, we'll call it an episode there. When we come back, we'll go into next month. Hopefully our finances are still going to be on the top end. You got to remember, I've still got a lot of money. So I need to hit above 65% approval rating to create a shrine. Because I'll have Elvira to do it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it next month. And then we've got 5 months before to get 10 grand. 10 million, sorry. I think we'll do it, but I think we need to go all out on approval ratings. And it's really fucking hard. Some of the quests now are so ambiguous. You don't know if you're doing the right thing or not. Well, you technically are doing the right thing, but whether the people see it that way is a different matter. Because the fucking people are fucking idiots. See you in the next one, lads.